many people right now are tackling big jobs, right? It's like, hey, I'm gonna paint the house because I got the time to paint the house, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. But many people are thinking, I just want to get through another day with my kids because this is really difficult. So the question is, how much is enough, and how do we get through a day when we're looking at all this stuff? And then on top of it, people are doing all these big projects. So how does that look for my life? Dr. Robert?
For whatever reason, the word that comes to mind is breathe. Breathe. A lot of times the stresses that we feel are because we're not breathing enough. Actually, one of the tools at Emerge Counseling, there are a lot of counseling tools that we will use. And some of them are practices that you can use at home. One is just being still, with the Lord. Even in the morning, when we get up, there are times when I like, before I even pray, to just, light a candle in the middle of the table and just take a few minutes and just say, all right, it's another day. The Lord has made us an opportunity to live for him. But breathe. Even the name Yahweh was like a term that related to breath. So being still, getting in the presence of God. And you might say, hey, I've got 4 kids running around. Now, how do I do that? Well, years ago, a church leader in the Methodist Church, John Wesley, his wife, Susanna, believe it or not, would actually take her apron, because they had loads of children, and she would put her apron over her head, and the children knew mom's taking some time to pray. I remember when our kids were young, and somebody called, and my son answered the phone, and he got his words wrong. They said, is your mom there? Can I speak to her? He said, oh, she can't talk right now. She's having her emotions. And he meant to say devotions. but all that's fun, but it's all to say, we're the ones that have to decide how we order our lives. We ask the Lord to show us what he wants us to do, but then we have to manage what we do with that time. So in the middle of the time, take time to breathe.
So good.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I would add, what are the things that help you feel more energized, right? What are the things that make you feel refreshed? Because maybe for one person it is, you need to rest. You've been busy, you try and do too much, and you just need to take some time to take a breather, right? But some people, we get built up by activity. I would say that I'm probably one of those people. So sitting at home is more challenging for me because I'm extroverted and I want to be out with people doing things. And so a way that I can do that is I can be really intentional about contacting the people in my life and sharing my feelings, like what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking with them, and just having people in my life who are willing to listen to me. And I think really have some compassion for yourselves, because not everybody in the world signed up to be a stay-at-home parent, an educator, and a person who never leaves. And so this is a big adjustment for everybody. We're not meant to do it perfectly. So give yourself some kindness. Don't let your emotions carry you away. And remember, we're all in this together. We're going through this together. You are not alone.
Yeah, and I love that. Our governor says every time he does one of his updates is we're in this together, and we really are. And the thing that you need to know is it's just not us in it together, but God is in it with us. And I think that is so important to always recognize that God's not got us out here dangling and he doesn't even know what's going on himself. God knew this was going to happen. But I want to encourage you, you're probably doing better than you think, so don't get down on yourself so much. And I want to encourage you with this, that this is going to end. And I know our new normal might not look like it was before, but it is going to end. We're going to get back to some normalcy. You're going to be able to go back to that restaurant that you love to go to. So just know that you are going to get back to some normalcy in your life, and God's going to help you when that time comes, and he'll help you right now through this time.